I'm Larry, and I'm starting this with a quick preview of what I did for my birthday. I went to Mason's Wing Walking Academy. I learned to wing walk. Of course, then I went flying. And then, of course, you get out of the plane and you get up on the wing. If you're going to get up on the wing of an airplane, you're probably expecting it to be windy, but it might even be windier. We went and flew around and did a lot of aerobatics. The view up here, we're about 2,000 feet, is great. I'm recording with a GoPro on my chest. Notice the camera out on the wing though. More on that later. Now I'm getting back into the plane. The challenging part's next, but I do feel ready. Mason's is in Washington. You just get on Highway 101 and you head north. Classes are one-on-one or small group of friends. Classes are held in the hangar. They have 2 steermen. I got this one. With a 450 horsepower, 9-cylinder radial engine. I like the idea of flying in this 77-year-old World War II airplane. Marilyn, Mrs. Mason, is an excellent instructor and very patient, goes up and down that plane, demonstrating every single technique. Until you've convinced her you got it, that plane doesn't leave the hangar and you don't fly. But that's probably a good thing. After hand propping the plane, Michael Mason, the pilot, got in. And then I got in. What could be cooler than taking off in a 77-year-old biplane from a grass field? For those that might want to try this in the future, here's another view of getting up on the top wing from the left wing camera. I wanted to share that Mason's Wing Walking Academy is the only place in the United States that you can go learn this. They have trained about 1,000 people, but that's going back to 2012. If you've been cooped up by this pandemic just a little bit too long and feeling like you need to get your yayas out, and you'd like to try something new and fun, this just might be for you. Some demographics. The majority of the students are in their 20s and 30s, but there's many in their teens, in the 40s and 50s, and there's been some in the 60s. I didn't know this when I went there to celebrate my 75th birthday, that I'd be like the oldest wing walker ever. Oh, another point. I forgot to mention that about half the students are women. By the way, during the course, you will learn a number of hand signals to communicate with the pilot. One of them is, after you're up there, you can make the decision. Do you want to do the nice sightseeing view travel, or do you want to go with the aerobatics? I had chosen the aerobatics. Let me show you that signal. It's a thumbs up. Some people thought this must be terrifying. Actually, it was glorious. It was like ode to joy glorious. We did loops, aileron rows, hammerhead stalls, and maybe some other things I didn't recognize. When you're doing a loop and you go over the top and then you're rushing down the backside, you're probably going about 130 or 140 miles an hour. And then as you pull out of the loop, you're probably pulling 3 or 4 Gs. It's like my face felt like a test pilot in a centrifuge. I think I looked like a Shar-Pei or something. Sequim is actually well known for its great weather. I happened to just get one of the bad days of the year. They offered to let me come back and do it on a nicer day, but we had a tight schedule and had to move on. Your pilot is Michael Mason. He's done about everything, from cargo planes, private jets, skywriting, bush pilot in Alaska. And most significantly, he's a third-generation aerobatics pilot. Time to take a walk again, and this time I'm heading out for the left wing. Important secret: train for muscle memory. When you got it, it takes over and your brain can just sit back and relax and enjoy things. Just like riding a bicycle. The wings on these old planes have wood ribs, and they're covered with fabric. I think it's Dacron in this case. The spots with the little black dots are reinforced, so you have to step on those. Step too far to the right, well, you've missed the wing. Step too far to the left, and your foot goes through the wing, so stay on the black dots. The black pole is called Javelin. You get on the Javelin, you wrap your legs around it, your arms around it, and hang on whatever way you can. That's up to you. You can't really tell here, but when you're on the Javelin, your head's out beyond the wing and your chest is out beyond the wing. So you have a really excellent view straight down. I might add that there's 4 different species of whales that migrate through these waters. I kept my eye open for whales, but didn't see any that day. If you have someone special, or a kid or a grandkid, and you want to give them something really unique, it's hard to beat this. Eventually it's time to get back in the airplane and head on home. When my wife asked if there was something special I wanted to do for my birthday this year, she was surprised, but I really appreciate her help in making this happen. It was a good day. I hope this provided some useful information, and let me know if you give it a try. Thanks. During this flight, I did think of my dad. He's the one in the center kneeling in this picture. During World War II, he worked on and test flew the Boeing Stearman Navy version, as well as many other planes. Have a good day.